put my Bitcoin update out last night like you told me to. I got 200 views. 2,300, just an extra video that an extra 2,000 views a night if I put out an update, you know? No, I know, I can't do it every night. Bag up, you would've gotten it. Yeah, you do, babe. He said, yeah, you do. Yo. Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I can't believe we made it back. I made it through the night. God got me through, baby. Unbelievable. Shout out to everybody here on the live. You know, the song that I'm about to play is called Catch the Moon. And this is called Catch the Moon, this song right here. So fitting, right? So fitting. Are we about to get a huge pump in cryptocurrency? Is this whole market about to explode? Is all the naysayers saying that the S&P and the whole market's going to go into a global recession? Is that just a bunch of fear and FUD? We're going to break it down for you. 1 million people are going to miss this. So many people are going to get wrecked. They're going to trade it the wrong way. I'm going to show you something that you have never seen before. Going to blow your mind today. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream with the Crypto Lifer, baby. Let's go! Let's go! I got lemons all over the desk. This lemon is like the size of a baseball. Lemon water, baby. Lemon water. Let's decalcify the pineal gland. Look how good we're looking. Working out every single day. Looking fresh. Feeling good. Popping out our shirts. Ready to go, baby. Let's go! I feel blessed today. I feel blessed today. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on into the live stream and kicking it with the lifer, baby. Let's have a big sip of this lemon water. I know you like the bicep as I'm holding the lemon water. I know you see that. I know you see that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's get into the charts. Let's have an awesome time. I have my vitamin D spray. I have my black cumin seeds today. And I'm going to start bringing the honey back, but with a metal spoon. I'm learning you got to eat honey with a metal spoon. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Look, Catch the Moon. This is the name of the song. Catch the Moon. And look at the balls dropping into the jar. Shout out to each and every one of you. Look at the ticker on the bottom of the screen. Keep you informed as we're looking at everything. Look at VRA. I was with Ben and AJ. We were at dinner. It was Friday night. I said, man, VRA looks like a beautiful moonshot to the upside. And lo and behold, it moonshot to the upside about 74% gains in total, still holding 54% gains. VRA, if you were in my trading group, you would have nailed it. Bang. Kudos to you. Kudos. Another beautiful coin that I like. Look at Kudos. Easy. Came right down to the bottom of the trend line. That's where you buy with the point of control. You're getting that, you know, the 50 crossing the 200 with the golden cross. Kudos. And then it nails the target to the upside. It actually went way further than that, up 96% on a wick. Kudos, banging on them to the upside. Possible buy zone right there, banging to the upside. Kudos. You know, nothing's guaranteed, but it seems like we print money here every single day. It's pretty awesome. AI coins are taking a pullback finally. They got to. They can't pump forever. They have to pull back a little bit. People do take profits at one point. If you didn't take profits and you held forever, I don't know what to say. Eventually, I like taking profits personally. I like paying myself. It's the one cool thing to do. All right. DVPN booming to the upside. Eartha booming to the upside. Care. All right. And look, one thing I want to teach you is go to sandwich.finance. Sandwich.finance. All right. USDT markets for KuCoin. Download that to your downloads folder. All right. I'll put a little 33 next to it so I know it's that one maybe. Save it to the downloads folder. And then what you can do is you're going to go to your trading view. All right. Bear with me. Look what I just did. Sandwich.finance. Bear with me now. Then you're going to go here. Right. Oop. Cancel that. You're going to import the list. You're going to find it from the downloads, the 33, and you're going to hit it. That's going to be all the newest coins on KuCoin ready for you, ready to blast. I got them anyway, but it just, you know, if you didn't have all the USDT pairs ready to go for yourself, now you do. Ready to rock. Ready to rock. All right. Up to date, ready to go, booming to the upside. FCON, a little one that we liked back in the day. Look at FCON hitting the measured move. And I said, watch FCON go to the 200 SMA. I said, test this out for yourself on the 200, right? And look at FCON, measured move, nailed, target hit, came back down and went for even more. And look, when you get tight moving averages, you moon up to the 200 SMA. I keep teaching my students this simple thing. So it's not even buying, it's like this isn't even a shape or a strategy. Like what I do is once I see these tight and I see that we've gotten above a previous resistance, just start buying in with a stop loss below the next resistance in the moving averages. Highly likely if you got a high volume node and you've broken above it, that you're going to go right to the 200 SMA. This happens all the time. FCON for gains, nailed it. But I mean, and then this idea that you're going to hit the 200. Now, once we get above this, we're going to get the golden cross. So let me take you through a coin that's already done this. I'm going to find a coin that's done this in the back. I saw it this morning out of the back of my head. I was like, I'm going to use this as an example. So bear with me one time. I wanted to take a look at a coin that's already done this and show you kind of what happens. We'll look at AGIX, right? We'll take you through the process. So I want you to understand this concept and study this idea, all right? So you go back here, and AGIX was low and below its 200 SMA. See? This is where FCON is, right here. And first thing it does is it pumps to the 200 SMA, all right? Even here. So FCON's probably right here. The tight moving averages, we pump up to the 200 SMA, 22-hour, right? And then it starts to move. Now, what you eventually get is you get the golden cross. And when you get the golden cross, boom, look at that. AGIX was gone. Gone, baby, gone. Now, AGIX is just too far away from the 21-day moving average. It's going to come back down. This was a rally. This was a crazy rally based on Microsoft news. All news funded. Second that ChatGPT came out in December and stuff like that, November, this pumped. Then it consolidated. Then they came out with more news. Then Google came out with the Bard, and this thing that was yesterday. So, like, all this happened because AI coins were hot. We understood this. We were able to take full advantage. I had a whole list of every single AI coin in the game that was hot. I gave it to my students and everyone in my trading group. We went over them over and over again. Everybody was trading them. We took them for 100%, 200%, 500%, and then even just scalps for 50, 60, 70, 80. The gains were absolutely out of control. It was an AI fiasco, and I don't even know what you would call it, an AI frenzy. But, like, if we just go over the gains the last few, I mean, I hit GMX, Decentralized Exchange, this morning, 44%. Nord banged out for 56 out of the channel. No stop loss got hit in the making of either of these trades. Hero banged on them, too, for 27% gains. Wild banged for 58. Kudos. Like I told you right there, buy zone. Pretty simple. Banged on them. Put out February 1st. 7 days later, you've doubled your money. I mean, doubling your money in 7 days is amazing. You do the math, 100 divided by 7. I mean, that's like 10% a day. That's over 12, 13% a day. It's about 13% a day. That's unbelievable. 15% a day, unreal. 50% a day, 70, yeah, 105. 7 times 5, 35, 7 times 70, 70, 70, 70 plus 35, 105. Anyway, GRT banged on him out of this little flag. It was just a little flag. This thing would moon to the upside for 70% gains. It just never stops. That's Dow. That was an old one by Crypto Cash. He nailed that one on the low. That thing went up 317%. But I'm looking at these. Where's my GRT pump? CAT pumped, right? EPK, DMTR, VAI. That's that was AI. Render was 400%. Where's all my dang? Like, all right, there's Aura Chain for 164. That's AI, VVX, AI, VXV, AI for 112, AI, right? SDAO was Singularity.DAO, so that's kind of AI because it's following AGIX. Then you have Man booming. You have Aura Chain for another 141%. It just was insane. 6100 was another one. Jarvis is another AI coin. GLQ, which is GraphLink, is another one. I mean, it just continued. AI for 37. It did not stop. It did not stop. It did not stop. AGIX 131% gainer out of like a flag that I figured might have even only gone up 50%. So we have more coming your way. We have metaverse and DeFi coins coming. The narrative will change, right? And we'll be on it. That's the thing. You got to figure out what the next narrative is and be on it. That's why you join a trading group. Figuring this stuff on your own is almost impossible. I do it for a living. It's all I do. So I perfected how to find out where the money's going in cryptocurrency. Also, people send me DMs. I go over so many coins. The coins lead you to what's happening. If I see a bunch of cup and handles, I start figuring out, something's brewing here. Something's coming, right? Can you check QSP? Interesting. Isn't that quant stamp? I haven't looked at that in a long time. Actually used to love trading that coin. I like what you're saying here. Look, he's high on the 22-hour time frame, so it's not ready yet, in my humble opinion. But you're making the ascending triangle. You're getting the golden cross. You take a look at your daily time frame, and you're pushing up with momentum to the upside. So what I do here is, yes, I know the 22 is a little high, but the last few coins that have been doing this have respected their trend lines and banged on them. So what you even start seeing here is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Let me take a look here for you. Quant Stamp, one of my favorite coins in the game. Used to trade this on and off, literally, and almost any few times I traded it, it paid me pretty well. There's a few coins that you just have like a good feeling about. Like Gens. Every time I traded Gens, it pumped well. Every cat. I don't remember ever losing a cat trade. Like Cambria, just we find it, we put it in the thing, it pays. It doesn't mean it's going to pay every single time, but it's been a hot item on the market. So QSP looks beautiful on the daily with momentum to the upside, right? Once that, the 22-hour kind of cools off a little bit, this thing will probably consolidate. It could consolidate for 5 to 6 more days too. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could get 5 to 7 more candles inside the zone. But then I do see this thing breaking to the upside. What I like about it is you don't have to risk a lot to gain that 63%, right? If you buy the aggressive bottom of the channel, 8, 10%, and that's a 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Risk 13% to gain 63. You can't beat that. It may take some time. Quant stamp on the radar. I wouldn't be surprised if this did bang on the daily time frame. The 22 just may get pinned. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. If it's super low, 4-hour needs to cool off. Looks like we may get a lower, a move here down to the bottom of the pattern. But you never know. There's no guarantees. That's just my projection. Occasionally my projections are right. My projections aren't 100%. Nothing I do is 100%. If it was, then I would be an ATM machine. I feel like I am, but, I believe God is my ATM. Somehow I started preaching about God on my daily channel, like just bringing up how God helped my life, how God has been my best friend, how I never felt alone. You call me crazy, but the second I committed to God, my bank account exploded. It's like God was like, oh, you want that? Here you go. Oh, you want to work for me? Oh, I'll pay you more than the devil will pay you. So I've learned that God pays more than the devil. I'm telling you that right now. So if you think devil money is good, imagine what God money's like, man. I'm telling you right now. So, once you align with the higher power and you start feeling it and you start vibrating at a high frequency and your vibration starts connecting to other people, they start bringing in a good vibration to you, it changes your life. So that's why I'm here every single day. Not only am I here to go over the charts, but I'm here to give you my energy, give you the love, give you the feeling, baby, and push you to motivate you. Today is the best day of your life. We could all pass away today. There's no guarantees that we'll be here tomorrow. So we got to make today the best day of our lives. We got to be as nice to people as we can. Always be nice. Always be nice. Always be respectful. Tonight, we have Frankie Candles on the show. Tonight, Frankie Candles. Go over and subscribe to Frankie Candles' YouTube channel right away. All right? But man, tonight, Frankie Candles on The Price Report. Our new show, The Price Report. Are you excited for The Price Report? How do you feel about The Price Report? Sam Price, The Price Report. Made perfect sense to me. Figured why not use that double whammy of a name. And my last name is Price. I was born to be in finance, baby. You know how we do. QSP looking good on the daily. So I'm watching the 22-hour and the 4-hour for a cool-off. Not sure why the music just kind of let me hang there. See how the music really adds? Without music, where are we? We're just there, But when we got music, we're actually moving. We're going somewhere. We're flying at the speed of light. You know what I mean? So, wow. So Phantom took a beat down on the shorts. The shorts pumped hard, 26% on the Phantom short. Phantom was pumping way too hard, too, though. There had to be a pullback, Nothing goes up forever. DVPN up hard. Eartha. Looks like I wrote a little bit there. FCON. I didn't get any of these top gainers. I did have a flag on backs. BAB. I looked at it back in the day. This thing is up huge since then. AURORA I had a call on. You can see it never hit the stop loss and it plowed. That's technically a winning trade that I put out. I put it out. It may have played games, but it never got stopped out and it went up higher than it got into. I won't take credit for it. It's a little messy. Usually I'm a little neat. I would have been right here. I didn't look at it last night. I would have been looking at this ascending triangle and saying, I like what AURORA's doing with the low stochastics and the lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. Boom! All right. This one in a bit of a chain, like open leverage. I like DAG. DAG made a big move out of this cup and handle. I just drew that last night, though. I didn't catch it. Wild was a coin I liked. I liked it in this ascending triangle. Wild's a long-term accumulation coin for me. I believe that it bottomed right around the 16, 17 cent area. It's already up a 3x. Wild doing damage. And Wild's a coin I want to hold for a long term and basically build a bag of. So I'll be open right now. Wild is a coin I am openly buying and beginning to build a bag on. Wild, baby, Wild. I like the metaverse. I like the coin. I like what they're doing. Ready to go. Hero made a big gain for us today to the upside. Nice little scalp for Hero. Up 22% out of the ascending triangle. Came up, came back down, but did a nice pump to the upside for Hero after pumping out of this bigger falling wedge here to the upside and the bounce off the golden pocket for Hero. All right. Awesome content and great logistics. Love the new graphics. And as always, amazing, wonderful host. Shout out to Brett Moore. Thank you for being here. I'm a music producer working on music and watching you at the same time. Multitasking this rosin. Wild is sick. Pure artist. Yeah, Wild is amazing. Let's take a look at our SHIB real quick, and then we're going to get into Bitcoin, the dollar index, ES1, and we're going to look at the world markets like we do every single day. Just the alts have been hot. So I've been watching SHIB here in this little flag. It's doing really nice. And honestly, that's a cup and handle. It's an ascending cup with a handle. SHIB has been trending every single day on Twitter, constantly. Let's check Twitter right now. I wouldn't be surprised if SHIB was trending right now on it. Kamala, Wax P trending. Nasty Nancy, of course. Nobody likes these people, man. It's insane. So shout out to the 10,700 followers on Twitter. Greatly appreciate it. Much appreciated to each and every one of you for being here. Blessed, baby, blessed. I was going hard yesterday, if you can see. Yeah, I got to show my muscles off. I've been working out. I've been hitting the push-ups hard, baby. I've been hitting the push-ups hard. I do that every once in a while just to make people feel. Look at the traps on that guy, though. Jesus. That's scary. He's a maniac. That man is insane. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. That's why someone did that, I believe, right? Let's go. But let's jump into the Twitter zone. Okay. Did you buy enough Bitcoin below 20K? I am happy. Could always get more. But I'm happy. I can't type for the life of me, just so you know. It's a good thing, though. I don't want to be a typist. You know what I mean? I'd never want to be good at it, because then people would make me do it every day. I do it enough every day, and I constantly type. Today, I realize I'm going to have to go to a type thing. Like, I'm going to have to type it in and spend a couple hours a week, because it's just annoying for me to constantly typo. Like, I can't stand it anymore. It's getting to me. Did you buy enough Bitcoin below 20K? I'm happy. Could always have gotten more, but I am happy. Let me know if you bought enough Bitcoin below 20K. Shout out to Crypto Jeb. Shout out to everybody out there on the lives. Shout out to all my YouTubers out there. Jason Casper, Crypto Jeb, Eric Crown, BitBoy, everyone out there who makes the community, Tom Crown, all the lovers of life, everybody out there that pushes crypto every single day. Each and every one of us hammer that algorithm to get people to the next level. Shout out to everybody. I'm looking at odds here in this beautiful respecting the trend. Look at that trend line. Respecting the trend greatly. And, you know, it's oversold on that 4-hour time frame. We could see a bit of a move for Oz. Oz on my radar. I want to talk about cake, man. I put it in this cup and handle. Said it would look. I put it in this cup and handle, and then I put it in this cup and handle. Nailed it. It took a while. It started in January 21st. I mean, this was a long time coming. But cake has a lot locked up. It moves slowly. It has a big TV. You know, it has a big TV out. It has a big market cap. But you can see cake is about to hit the target that I put out back then. Cake, baby, cake. I don't care how long it takes to make a gain, as long as I make a gain. Sammy Copenhagen to the upshot. Stephen Curry from downtown. Jamal Green from downtown. Anakin. Could it SR flip this area? So far, it came down a little lower. See that? Does it SR flip this area? Possible. Anakin. I liked Colt. It was consolidating nicely with the moving averages on the 4-hour time frame. Colt may actually make some bacon on the beach here. Just reworking the pattern. Might want to write that down. I'm just doing that in passing, though. Nothing crazy. Hey, Sam. Every day, my eyes and ears are on the live, baby. Thank you. Broke Euler N6 holding those panty earphony. He made an algo video worth watching. Thank you for saying that. Definitely check out the Algorand video I made. I put out so much. I put out more content than people realize. They think I just do live streams, but I don't. I make content too. Like, I have a whole team. I have 2 studios. We have 3 cameras. We don't play it around. I hope you don't have parasites. Jeez, yikes. This guy is the greatest guy to listen to, Dr. Eric Berg. If you need help with your body, you're having issues, this is the man I listen to. Like, he's my guy. You know, he's my guy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time with the Crypto Lifer, baby. 299 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. But look at all this content. You hit videos. I mean, that was last night, right? 2,000 views. But look, this is the interview I do interviews now every single Wednesday. We slapped an extra one this week with the price report. We have Kelly Kellum, Sin City Crypto. I mean, we've had Crypto Blood. We've had Jason Casper. We got everybody in crypto. I know everybody in the crypto space, baby. I'm telling you, everyone from around the country, I am locked into the crypto space. I'm not a guy that you want to break a connection with. I'm connected to every single person in the crypto space. Not every person, but there's someone that I'm connected to that's connected to somebody else, you know? And we all keep connecting, and it's a big family. We're all even in a Telegram group together, a little private one, all the crypto influencers, so I can talk to almost anybody in the space, from Paul Barron to, you know, you name it. You know what I mean? YouTubers unite, baby. Who here wants to get Paul Barron on the live stream? Who here wants to get Paul Barron on the live? That'd be cool. SHIB looking interesting to me. I like what I'm seeing for SHIB. 4 hour is pointing down, showing that, hey, it may drop out of nowhere down to this point of control, but I'm like what I'm seeing for SHIB. Possible 29% gains out of SHIB. And we've been getting into SHIB since this little channel right here, and it's just been holding gains, doing very, very well. SHIB. Let's take a look at the elephant in the room, and we'll take a look at bitty Bitcoin, all right? So remember, if you were watching Bitcoin with me this morning, what did we say? Well, we showed you that the 1 hour and the 4 hour were kind of at odds. The 1 hour was low, but the 4 hour was likely to head to the bottom of the pattern. Remember when I said that? I said we have this cup and handle, we're in this flag, and this cup and handle target is 23,900. But I said, watch out, we could make an M and dump to the downside. I said, but the 4 hour could even just pin the price action and start the dump. And that's what we're seeing, the 4 hour taking a dump. 4 hour has been the main time frame to watch recently. Like the 1 hour has just been meandering with the 4 hour. Last night, the 4 hour pumped. And look, the 4 hour is overbought. I don't open trades when the 4 hour is overbought. That's a good time to short the market. You know what I mean? So you can see that coming down. 4 hour needs to reset to the downside. Let's see. Right now, it's wicking here on this support zone. Does it hold this support? Let's go to a smaller time frame and take a look at what's happening. Let's load up Bookmap and see the liquidity. Let's break it down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's take a look. Do we have some bullish divergence that could stop the pain here on the 1 minute? So we got some bullish divergence on the 1 minute that could say, hey, we're liquidating enough people. But we also kind of have this, like, I don't know, falling wedge. But if this falling wedge breaks to the downside, it's got a measured move to take us to about 22,782 for Bitcoin, all right? Shout out to the new Windows update. Ever since the new Windows update came in, my computer's been running swimmingly. No issues with the AMD drivers, no issues with Bookmap, nothing. For a while, there was a couple glitches, but things have been just smooth moving. I built a beautiful, like, $5,500 computer. It is a behemoth. It's called Marv. We used to actually have it on the live stream every day in the bottom corner. I may bring back the Marv Cam. Who wants Marv Cam? Who misses Marv Cam? If I get like 20 to 30 people say they miss Marv Cam's coming back. Marv Cam is coming back. Everybody wants VRA to hit a penny. Can VRA hit a penny? It just may. It's the winner of the day. We woke up to gains today in the trading group. Recently, the time to sell is like in the morning, and then we kind of watch into the day. Marv can do it. Bring it back. Miss the Marv Cam. Go for it. Miss that cam. Marv, baby, Marv. Wow, everyone wants the Marv Cam. Unleash the Marv. Marv's coming back tomorrow. That's it. I'm working tonight to get the Marv Cam back up and running. I'm stressing my video card and putting more stress on it because we got to. We got to go all the way to the side. Look at all the people that want Marv back. Dude, this is insane. I didn't even know that many people cared about Marv like that. I thought it was pretty cool, the Marv Cam. It took a little corner of the ticker away. I get it. But it was Marv Cam, baby. Snowy or nothing. You're funny. So we got even a Snowy fan here. That's an OG. If you know Snowy, who here knows Snowy? Who here watched Snowy? Who here knows who Snowy is? How about this first person? Actually, I can't say first person. So, okay. Post your pics of me and Snowy. Best pick wins a cool surprise. You know, I'll do something cool. And I will make sure you get it. Everybody wins here. Everybody wins. Post your pics. Post your pics of me and Snowy. Best pick wins a cool surprise. And this is only for the OGs. Lifer gang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 780 beautiful souls. Thank you so much for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Post your pics of me and Snowy. Best pick wins a cool surprise only for, look at like the typos, right? It's just crazy. Only for the OG lifers. It's actually for everybody, but, you know. Zombie Island, dude. The real estate, that's funny. Matic was just trending. You saw that? Flying Biden. That's so funny, man. It rhymes, man. Post your pic of me and Snowy. The best pick wins a cool surprise. Only for the OG lifers. How many people are going to post a pic of me and Snowy? I want to see how OG we are. All right, let's take a look at BOOKMAP Cam. I'm actually afraid to do it, but I think I can handle it today. I know I can. I'm going to nail it. I'm going to nail it today. I'm not going to allow myself to block myself. So remember, we had this huge order at 22,006 the last few days. It's gone. It's been gobbled up. It seems like they've been happy enough. They got as much as they could. They kept one more order down here, 500 Bitcoins, but it's kind of scant. Now this order's back up to 23,200. This could be a little bit of a squeeze trying to get people to short and then fling us back to the upside. We will see. One huge order down here at 22,984 Bitcoin. So it's interesting. But what do we see here? I mean, we see more sideways price action. We do see more liquidity down here. 22,008. Looks like we're going to come down and eat off 22,008. 728 Bitcoin would make perfect sense to me. All right. That would make a breakdown out of this flag to the upside. All right. Unless we can get a V-shaped recovery right back. We do see some bullish divergence here. That could kind of save the day. Is there bullish divergence on the 15-minute? We want to see that too. And there you have it. I mean, just a dumpage, you know. Cup and handle did not play out. All right. Falling wedge didn't give us the love. Unless we could say like we're in a bigger handle. We could break back into the handle possibly. All right. But I like to draw what I see. I did see a cup and handle. I like the cups to kind of hold the bottom. When this came up and came back down, kind of an invalid cup for me. Like it's a little bit of a push, but it did make a nice rounded bottom, so it is what it is, right? Had we made that move out, we would have had a measured move to about 23,900. We didn't get it. I didn't believe it was going to happen. You know, I wasn't sure. I was in the middle. The 4-hour did look very, very bearish, so I said be careful. That's why I even said if we make an M, we could end up down here. Pattern trading 101. Basically, when you pattern trade, let me teach you pattern trading. Why is it doing that? When you pattern trade, right? Let me just show you what I'm saying. Stop that. Remember that? Do you ever watch that? Stop that. The tiger, he's eating my phone. He's eating my toes. Stop that. So look, I mean, top of the channel, bottom of the channel, top of the channel. You're likely to come to the bottom of the channel. That's just channel trading, pattern trading 101, right? So we see 22,800 coming. Very likely. 4 hours just getting started. That's a bearish engulfing candle. Insane that we would have such a nice daily candle close, right? I'm going to go to a whim. Is this a shoulder? Is this a head? Is this a possible right shoulder here? Something to think about. You gotta heed that. That's possible. I didn't see that till now. That would have a major dump because you'd have a very, very high neckline to head. Take you to about 21,700 area. I keep showing you this gap of the VRVP suggests that we can get all the way down to this liquidity zone pretty easily. And now it's very Bart Simpson-esque. I mean, that's a Bart Simpson head. It's looking a lot like we're going to get a Bart Simpson drop to the downside here. So back at maybe to the 200 SMA. You know what I mean? The only thing is we could sideways and pull the 200 SMA into price action. We are trying to get above this high volume node here, this point of control right there at 23,000 even. We're battling it. We couldn't hold it. We were there nicely today. We could not hold it. Shout out to the 833 beautiful souls on the live, 350 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watches? Let's go. Sip of the water, baby. Sip of the water. Sip of the water. There it is. I did it. I did it. He's just so, I love he calls me so dumb. Like, so look, we're looking at this shoulder, head, and right shoulder. We could easily fall to the downside here. There's a big gap of the VRVP. All right? Big gap of the VRVP. 4 hour continues to dump. We will dump to the downside. I'm telling you right now. I just redid it. Don't worry. You're good to go. I don't even listen anymore. I don't. Because if you keep coming back, you're going to get so much info. And honestly, watching BOOKMAP while I'm talking isn't a bad idea. And honestly, you should have the chart opened up next to you. And you should draw the same thing I'm saying. And if you're on the 1 hour, you should be able to see the head and shoulder that I'm drawing. But maybe not. You don't have the same vision, I guess. But shoulder, head, and a shoulder to the upside. I wouldn't mind it too much, and you know it's going to come back. Eventually, I'm going to look at the chat. Like, also, what it does is it rips the chat. The chat should be moving. How come I have to put Bookmap up to get the chat moving? The chat should be moving just as fast. You have 800 people here. Start talking. Let me know how you feel. What's your favorite fruit? Favorite fruit? Let me know. What's your favorite fruit? Mine is guava. I like a guava. Like, it's just the best. Like, there's nothing better than guava. Like, tastes amazing. What's your favorite fruit? Let me know. Let me know what your favorite fruit is. Apples. He likes apples. He likes mangoes, kiwis. I love kiwi. I had a few kiwis last week. Mangoes, pineapples. Jim Cramer is your favorite fruit. That's interesting. Wow, clementines. Oh, they're so good. Dragon fruit's amazing. Passion fruit, peaches. Dude, forbiddens. Dragon fruit. Cantaloupe. Hey, we bought a dragon fruit. We never ate it. I bought one last week. What happened to it? What happened to that dragon fruit I bought? I bought a dragon fruit the other day. We ate it? Oh, yeah. We ate it. We did eat it. I can't remember eating fruit. Amazing. Bookmap looking like it kind of wants to climb back up. We may see a short squeeze here. This is interesting. We may see a short squeeze. We're getting this, like, I don't know. There's some push to the upside here. Grapefruit. Yeah, I love grapefruits. Yep, they help you not absorb a lot of sugar when you eat stuff. Amazing. Grapefruit helps a lot. So let's break it down. The 22 and the daily look nice. The 4-hour says, I want to dump on your face. Do we break this trend line is the question. We see this head and shoulder with a nasty measured move. We have a gap in the VRVP. We could easily get down to 20,800. Would be a great place to load up. Do we hold 20K is the question. Do we hold 20K? So head and shoulder for sure. In my mind, right there. Even though it's nasty, it is what it is. If you flipped it upside down, it's an inverted. All right. Flipping things upside down can help you. Apple I or Alt I believe. What happened to Alt V? Why is Alt V over? We're going to have to figure out what happened to Alt V. I lost Alt V and we don't know why. Such a sad day. So 4-hour just keeps dumping on our face. We're going to take a look at the other world markets and see what's happening. 4-hour's overbought. Overbought it. Did say that we were going to dump. I've seen the 1-hour boom to the upside. I remember this morning, if you watch my update, I said we can see the 4-hour dump to the downside and we'll see the 1-hour just stay pinned, right? That's what's happening right now. Pretty cool that you got an update giving you the scenario that's playing out right now, right? I mean, I didn't get those updates growing up or getting into crypto. No one told me any of that nonsense, you know? So I was by myself trying to figure it out. I had no idea what was going on. If I could have paid $3 a day to get a Bitcoin update every single morning and every single night and multiple coins and elites and a bunch of positive, awesome people in one place, I would have paid immediately. Without a doubt, I would have canceled any subscription, got rid of the coffee, whatever I had to do to get that $100 a month, I would have done it. Seriously. And then after 3 to 4 years of that, I mean, you're going to be so self-sufficient and ready to rock. I mean, the world's going to be your oyster at that point, right? We want to see if we can, I mean, this looks like it's dumping to the downside, may get to this measured move. The measured move is the length of the base of this rising wedge, the falling wedge. Could even go lower, 22,750. Almost need a smaller time frame here. I don't see any, I'm trying to look for a bear flag. Got a bit of a bear flag there. Smaller time frames will teach you the way. We dump further down. All right. Now, so this is what we want to watch. We're watching the 1 minute because use smaller time frames to figure out where price action's going. All right. Use smaller time frames to figure out where price action's going to go. I don't like trading the 1 minute and you won't catch me doing it. It's not something that I like to do. All right. So we just got a long liquidation. Bookmap is showing us who gets liquidated. I really like it on Bybit, OKX, and Binance Futures. A little bit of a dip buy right there. The 22.8 did get touched, like we said. It looks like we were going to go to that 22.8 region. We touched it. They filled their bags, apparently. They liquidated who they needed to. And hey, maybe we climb all the way back up to 23,200. There's a huge order up there that wants to get filled. And there's more heat now above us. We shall see. This isn't a guarantee. This is just an added tool that gives you some information that you may want to use. That's all. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy over here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on it. You're awesome. You're awesome. Let's take a look at Cody. My man wants to buy up Cody. We'll take a look at Cody. Shout out to the 400 likes. That's amazing. And let's go. What's going on here? That's not Snowy. Replying to Crypto Lifer. Farting and screaming. That's a nice Snowy pic. And you got me when I'm invisible with the green. It's pretty awesome. Wow, you went and got one when he was like flying on my head and messing me up. Dude, I mean, that's... Oh, that's pretty good. You put the logo in there with the look, though? Damn, this is a hard competition. There's only 3 entries, and it's a really hard competition. We're going to up the ante. Best picture gets $100 BTC. I just did it. I just said it. Came out my mouth. $100 BTC. So I want to see way more than this. Come on, man. That's it? 3 people? Come on now. Come on now. Get motivated. You don't have to be an OG. I couldn't find one. Funny. It's hard to find. I mean, these people grinded to get these. These are really good. Tomorrow, we're going to reveal who wins. So I like to give the tweet now, and then I like to let it sit for 24 hours, and then I like to revisit the tweet tomorrow on the live. Also makes you come back to the live and keeps people wanting to come back to the live. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing whoever wins the BTC here for how many, best picture of me and Snowy. All right. Creative ways to have fun. Creative ways to have fun. Turkey and Syria had an earthquake. Moment of silence to the people in that earthquake. Amen. Sorry to anyone that may have maybe lost a loved one or go through pain right now. Okay. Let's get back into BTC. Can we stall out here? There's a nice bullish divergence right here. It's Class C. That's a sharp swing down. That swing down is flatter. All right. Also, this is a bullish divergence here. That's swinging up. This whole thing is swinging down. Look, it's kind of a 7-minute divergence too. Look, this swings down, but the I won't give it that. I'm not going to give it that. I'm not going to do that. It's got to be right. I don't like to stretch the truth there. It's got to be right. So this is the channel on the 1 minute that we're careening down. We're attempting to double bottom here with 1, 2. Could we make a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder and break on out of this? There's a chance. Showing strong support at 22,900 for Bitcoin. I'd love to see us V-shaped recovery right back into the mix, but you never know. Let's take a look at Bitcoin USDT on KuCoin. I'm just going to look at another chart. Bring that music down a little bit. That actually looks like an M pattern to me now. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty bearish. That's about to dump. Yeah, that looks like a nice scalp short right there to the downside. Simple as simple does. It's a bull pennant. It's a bear pennant, sorry. And that has a 68% chance you're going to dump to the downside here. 4 hours on your favor, and the 1 hour and the 1 minute's about to dump. I'd be surprised if this doesn't dump, but so this is your next kind of move we're watching here for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here on the... I'll look at the Tether Coinbase chart. I want to look at levels. All right. So look, big time idea. I just want to show you the big idea so you can just breathe easy. Don't worry about the oscillators right now. Just look at the VRVP and support and resistance. That's all we're worried about. We know we have a major resistance up here at 28,005. That's where it's going to begin. We know we have a major resistance there at 25,000. And we know we kind of came to this level at 24,300 and we bounced up, right? We know that we have a nice support zone right here because we've come to it as resistance, and we haven't really, had to come to it, and we have a support zone here. So we know where we're looking up. Like we know basically this, and look, we have a gap in the VRVP here. We have a gap in the VRVP here. All right. We kind of had Bitcoin in this bullish megaphone, all right, which so far could be holding, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. You got the support zone right here too, because you've bounced right there and you had a resistance right there. Resistance, wick to it, bounced, and you're kind of right there. So there's strong support here. All right. And we've bounced off it twice now. As I showed you, it still somewhat resembles a double bottom. Sad, though, we had a bullish engulfing candle yesterday. such a nice move for the State of the Union, but it really, whenever there's a move during a president's speech or something like that, a lot of times it can be short-lived, okay? So what I started doing was making this new channel. This is just likely what we're seeing here. And this is what, and then we're going to come to the bottom, go up and down, and there's a chance we just wick, come back in, and then this thing to me has a measured move to the upside, right? Which would take us all the way to about 25,422, all right? So these are my two ideas that I'm watching. And as I look at that one, I mean, this one looks more likely to me, all right? We're touching the 21 and we're getting across on the 50. It's a really good sign that we will consolidate here. But anything is possible. One thing that I'm looking at that has me just, do we make a shoulder? Does this make some type of head and a right shoulder? Do we kind of, could we dump all the way back down to 17,008? I mean, I'm open-minded that anything is possible. That's that's the one not sad thing about being open-minded, but once you're truly, truly open-minded, you can never settle yourself in a little mind spot that feels good. Like, oh, Bitcoin's going to do this and I'm going to feel so good about it and I don't have to worry. Like, just doesn't work like that, right? It's like, no, I'm open-minded. Anything could happen. I have to be ready to pivot at any moment in time. And that's the difference between a billionaire, a millionaire, and someone who makes a couple $100,000 a year. Let me explain. Or even just like 80 grand. Someone makes 80 grand to 100 grand, depending. Some people just love it. They're artists and that's what they make. I'm generalizing, but I'm going to make an idea of like someone who starts a business, they want to go all the way, right? If they're not open-minded, they want to find a nice, easy pocket to be in. And they might find a pocket, and the pocket's like, okay, I could make 150 grand buying this here, doing that there, and then they could do that for 50 years and make a good business. But the business may always kind of stay at 100 to 200 grand. It may never really grow. It may kind of just sit there, right? Now, the person that believes anything is possible knows that anything could happen to the business at any time, and they're like, well, what do I do if this happens? Like, well, how can I recreate this? And they're always creating chess pieces on the chessboard. They're always creating chess moves. And the more chess moves they have, the more they pivot, and they're never happy. They're not happy, but they're never content in the moment. Like, they want to recreate. They want to keep recreating. That want to kind of keep moving and that ability to not to rest and not to stay in the same comfortable place too. Comfortability. You don't want to stay in the same comfort level. You got to keep changing your comfort level, changing your comfort level, changing your comfort level. And your comfort level should always, the second you start to get comfortable, you should say, what can I do now to push to the next level? If you're comfortable right now, it means you're not progressing, I mean, you can get yourself comfortable in certain things in life, like you get your house, everything right. But I mean, in the state of progression of life, you know what I mean? You don't want to get complacent. I did for years. I was in the same thing, kind of doing the same kind of, I kept trying. I always had the back of my mind that things could change. And I always went to make a change, but I struggled for a long time, everybody. I really did. I'm here to talk about my struggle and to show you that I got out of the 9-to-5. And if I can get out of the 9-to-5, and honestly, I think back every day to being in the 9-to-5 and having a boss, and I can't, it's like I feel like I'm living in a dream right now. It doesn't seem real to me. Like, I wake up in the morning and I think I gotta have to go get the kind of be happy. I was happy. I'd wake up, love my life, thank you for everything, but then I'd walk into work, and then the reality was that I was giving my energy to somebody else. Like I said to my wife, every day that you put in energy to your business, you get it back years later from your business. Every day you put in the work, you get it back. So when you own your own business, every single day that you grind and wake up, you get it back. Now, you get back when you work for someone else because you remember and you get the experience. And if you have no experience, you got to work for someone else to get the experience. I didn't know about cameras and wires. I wired this whole studio by myself, just so you know. Every single thing, from the audio to the cameras, I built the whole studio from the ground up. No one came in here and built it for me. You know what I mean? Every single wire. And there's literally 70 wires. It's insane. You know what I mean? Green screen, lighting, everything. But I was in TV for years. I worked for other companies who taught me this. I was on video sets, professional multi-million-dollar sets. I looked at the lighting. I looked at what they were doing, and I took that information, right? I worked the night shift, just so you know, for 6 years of my life. I worked the night shift, went in at 7 and left at 3 in the morning for 6 years, from 31 to like 35, too. I wasn't like a young buck. By 35 years old, it started to take a toll on me. I was up every night. I said, I can't do this forever. Like, I don't know how long I can do this for. So breaking down Bitcoin one more time. I've been doing this a lot. Previous resistance becomes new support. If we break this, we're likely coming down to 21,400. That's just your next support zone. This is pretty simple to me. There's a gap in the VRVP. So we're going to watch the smaller time frames to see if we break this level. And if we do, then we know where we're going to go. We're coming down into here. All right. And this would be a pretty good load up level, in my humble opinion. anywhere kind of if we go into this box or if we go even lower and into the zone. Like somewhere in this, you know, we might wick into here. But there's the gap. See the gap of the VRVP? You got to respect the gaps. Respect the gap, baby. I made enough from crypto to pay most of my student debt off. Next run, I'm hoping to be free. I regret not keeping more of the funds to reinvest. Hey, don't worry, man. You got out of debt. Getting out of debt is the greatest feeling because it's a low energy feeling. They're grinding on your frequency. Once you got out of debt, you're free. You're on your way out, right? This golden cross has me speculating that a big move is coming for Bitcoin. As long as we can consolidate nicely, a big move is coming. So we just got to wait out this 4-hour time frame. Honestly, I'm not that worried about this dump right now. It's a little like whatever. Just wait for it. It's a really good... What this is doing, it's creating a good entry for all the altcoins, in my humble opinion. We had the bearish divvy up here, but when you bounce this hard off of a double bottom, and this is a double bottom. Look at it. So far, I mean, it could end up being a triple bottom. You know? Strong support here at 22,500. Strong support at 22,500. If it breaks, we're going to 21,500. Pretty simple. All right, so don't worry. I'll keep you here. I'll keep you knowing what's going on. You'll be privy. Look, there's the short going to the downside, like we just kind of had you saying. So far, it didn't dip as far, but it dipped. Right? Target in waiting. You can actually extend this now. This is your flag. It's like a falling wedge now, which may break up. You got a strong bullish divergence now. That's what you wanted. Tells me that this could break up now. If you have a lot of balls and you trade leverage, you would open up a trade. Okay. You do whatever makes you happy, but a ballsy leverage trader may open up a trade on this bullish divergence here and catch a nice 0.5% gain. I'm not that guy. I don't do that. I've done it before on the live. I stopped doing it. All right, I'm an old man now. I do live trade. When the time is right, you will see me live trading a lot on the live stream. I'll open up a trade, show you my trades. I'm just still getting comfortable with ALTRADY. ALTRADY is amazing, though. I really do like ALTRADY. It's the place to be. All right, opening up all my trades on ALTRADY. Damn, they didn't fill all my opacity order. Started to build an opacity order last night. Didn't get filled. Let's see here. ALTRADY, baby. ALTRADY.com. Why do I like ALTRADY? Well, number one, let me show you. Let me just show you ALTRADY real quick. ALTRADY is awesome. Number one, it shows you all the exchanges right here in your back pocket. And it shows you what's hot in the exchange and what's not, right? And this is just nice. So it's like having the exchange right here, ready to go. Also, they just have so many tools, tips, and tricks. Market Explorer, this thing is amazing. Just like going to coin, it got a fear and greed index right there for you every day. Got the market cap and volume. Got the graph there. It's like going to coin market cap at your fingertips. You don't even need to leave there. It's got the gainers. It's got the losers. All right. Smart thing to do is go through the losers today and find the hottest losers. Look in the 7 days, though, this thing is up. NFT. You can see things that we haven't even noticed booming. All right. So you get the gainers. You got the losers. You want to look for a big gainer that may be consolidating nicely. All right. You got to really, this is awesome. Categories, Ethereum ecosystem, BNB ecosystem, Harmony, Moon River, Near Protocol. I mean, this thing is amazing. Play to earn. Should have an AI one. We should put an AI one in there if we can. Market cap by ranking and overview. So this place is the place to be. You got a trading terminal, charts, trading analytics, portfolio, exchange accounts, crypto academy. They got an academy. Welcome to ALTRADY Crypto Trading Academy. They got courses ready to go for you. Come on, man. Layouts and widgets, market header, market tabs. I mean, I know the owner of ALTRADY. I sit with him. He's an amazing coder. He knows what he's doing. ALTRADY.com is where I trade every single day and connect my APIs. And he also worked for the UK government and the Netherlands government for security. The man does not play. I put my faith in him. I've sat with him about 3 or 4 times now. Whenever I have an issue, I reach out to him. We can sit down. I have a close connection to the owner of the company. And so the owner, the founder, and the head coder. I mean, you can't beat it. So that's why I have a relationship with ALTRADY. I only have a really relationship with ALTRADY, BOOKMAP, TradingView, KuCoin, Mex Global, really. Like, you know, I don't try to push a lot of stuff, right? Whatever I use, I tell you about. That's all. Why is Jordan trending? Oh, come on, dude. Jordan all day long. I'm not even going to think about that. The youngest star. Dude. Kobe was amazing. Zero three-peats. 2 three-peats. 0 finals and lost 6 finals. He lost 6 finals. 20 seasons. 4 and 6 loses. This dude never lost, man. Look how many more. Dude, come on. Look at that. It's not even, whatever. It's a waste of our time, but. So, Bitcoin. We see it falling to the downside. Whoa, a nice little green candle opening up here on the 4-hour time frame. Could the 4-hour start to make a move here? And look, we do have a trend line here like this. See this? That could very well be the trend. We could be making what's called a symmetrical triangle that wants to break to the upside. We would defy this head and shoulder pattern. It would be absolutely beautiful. Let's see if this trend line holds right now. There's a chance that this trend line does hold. There's a point of control right there. We're kind of at the precipice today. Let's see if the 1-hour bullish divergence. So look, there's the bigger time frame idea. There's the smaller time frame idea. So we're showing you right here is where the level we don't want to lose. If we do, we come down to here. We lose that, we come down to here. We lose that, we come down to here. And we have the gap of the VRVP. We know what's going on, everybody. We know exactly what Bitcoin's about to do, or we know the angles that Bitcoin's playing for us, right? We know there's a local resistance here that needs to be broken above in the next 2 to 3 hours at 22,925. We can't get above that. Expect more downside. We know there's a nice bullish divergence here on the 1-minute time frame. Can it get us above? Stochastics just pumped up and didn't get us above the resistance. So every time I see that, I make a new resistance. So now you got a resistance here, like at, you know, kind of at the trend line. Almost a mini bearish retest in a way. So if you can't get this 1 minute to push back above 22,931, this is likely to begin a dump to the downside. All right. Let's take a look at the short. And it's at .3S if you're shorting on KuCoin with an ETF. All right. So let's just take a look here. I haven't looked at the short in a while. There was no reason to. It was like, eh. Short's in a bit of a ascending triangle, though. Look at that. With some wicks to the upside, in a way. Where you could match these and just... Interesting. 1 hour's overbought, though. Look at that. 1 hour's beat City, and it's at the resistance point. So you want to see this 1 hour take a turn now and begin to curve down. All right, it's overbought on the 1 hour time frame. 4 hours just getting started, though, so it could pin that 1 hour, just like Bitcoin's doing the opposite on the other side. You want to see the 4 hour just turn. You'd love it if the 1 hour started to dump and it pinned the 4 hour, which can happen. It can happen. So you're at a resistance here on the short. The short breaks out. Could retest. I'm not saying this is going to happen. If we gap through that VRVP for Bitcoin, then this is going to play out. This is how you take advantage of that move. I'm more into buying more Bitcoin at the level, but because we've changed trend, I'm not up into shorting as much as I was when we were in the bear market. Remember the bear market? I was shorting all the time. Here, I'm a little more weary of the shorts because it's just, I don't like shorting uptrends, personally. Usually it can hurt you pretty bad if you make the wrong decision. So, you know, you'd rather long an uptrend because if you make the right decision, you can get taken care of. But, so, we also see this. Look at similar shape that Bitcoin had. That's Bitcoin's head and shoulder pattern. Isn't that funny? Flip this upside down. Bitcoin's in this. Same idea. See, if you go to Bitcoin now, you see the shoulder, head, and shoulder. See that? Upside down, baby. But that's the short. You see? I hope I'm messing with your brain there. So the 4 hour suggests the move will come to the upside, and this could continue to pump. It's actually in a cup and handle. There's a cup. There's a cup. And there's a little Sammy cup and handy on the short side. So here's the idea. I mean, I'd wait for the dump now to get to that VRVP moment, which means it looks like we would breach this. Then a possible retest. Looks like you get about 15% gains. You know, the shorts and the smaller coins will make even more, like Matic short, you know, Phantom short. All those things will dump on you as well if Bitcoin takes a dump. So we've had an amazing run the last few days. It's just been constant gains. So there's, you got to get ready. You always have to be prepared for a pullback, right? It never goes up forever. It never goes up. Nothing goes up forever. All right. So watching this short, and I haven't put out a short on the live in a while. So if I'm already putting out a short, it means I'm thinking about it. And if I'm thinking about it, it means there's probability behind it. And there's probability behind it. We have to pay attention. Okay. So there's the Bitcoin short on the idea there. Shout out to 894 people on the live. Thank you so much for being here. 462 likes, $16 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Google's oversold today. Otherwise, QQQ would be up. Super chats, GRT. Send in your super chats for TA and deep dive, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know what's happened to the day is just disappearing today. Everything goes up, goes down, vice versa. I'm on the 15-minute. I like using the wicks. 30 minutes or more, I use the body candles. Any thoughts based on your experience? I don't know what you mean. You use what? Like use the wicks for what? To enter, to make a trade, to make a position, to look for, We're definitely in an uptrend, and I've only taken 2 shorts in the last 2 weeks. Small, scary profits compared to taking the longs. Longs have been like taking candy from a baby. Shout out to David Brumbley. I just scooping up those 1,200 Bitcoins at 22,800. Yeah. And you can see Bookmap just liquidated the longs. Just kind of snatch and grab real quick, right? Just eating that liquidity up. This song is whack. Hold on. I'm not a fan. It's too, broken. Moves around too much. It's not that bad. So the short looks like it could continue to pump on the 4 hour. If you just look at the 4 hour and the 4 hour only, then the short is entered right now, honestly, because it broke out. I would use the 1 hour first. I don't like trading on the 1 hour when it's overbought, but it could pin. And we could see, you just put a stop loss outside the pattern and see if you can get the run. You risk 6% to get 18. Not that scary of a trade, right? Jordan Kazio, when you have some time, could you check out Serum? Thank you. People have asked about Serum. It's going to be very easy for me to go over. I have a photographic memory. It's got that, kind of cup. It's in that falling wedge. It's hanging on that support, and it's been sitting there for a long time, right? Let's go to it now, and we'll check it out. So, look. See, there's the cup that I talked about. It's got the Adam and Eve. Then it's got that falling wedge that's sitting on that tight point, and it's just right there. 4 hour needs to come on back down, so it pumped, and it looks like it's just consolidating yet again. For me, it's got the hidden bullish divergence too as well on the bigger time frame. The 22 hour has been saying it wants to move. It did get a push up on the 22 hour, but with not a lot of momentum. It would have been nicer to see that pump. The daily's just getting ready. I would trade the daily. And this is the thing. This is one thing that hasn't pumped up to the 200 SMA. This is likely to pump up to it and then get above it for 112% gains. I would be watching this closely on the daily time frame. Stop loss below that point of control. Nothing else you could do. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Do whatever makes you happy, right? I'm just going over what I see every single day. I'm not telling you what to do ever. And honestly, I would never do what someone does on YouTube. You know what I mean? I would have to find my own education. I will teach this. I teach a class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. Yesterday went to 6 o'clock. It was a 3-hour class, super in-depth. I give a bunch of little quick gems and tips and tricks. I overteach. I give you more than you paid for. I'm telling you right now, everybody that takes the classes, they get way more than the $99 that they paid for. And it's $60 if you join the trading group. We give you a discount if you join the trading group. My wife's super sweet and super nice about it too. So jump on in. We're also doing a new thing. You get a one-on-one with me if you join for the year. If you pay $1,000 for the year, you get a one-on-one, something my wife's been saying. So if you join for the whole year, you get a free one-on-one, which is a $300 an hour value. And you'd be like, why $300 an hour? Because when it was 100, my days got filled up to the point of no return. When it was 200, filled up pretty moderately. You'd be surprised. When it was 300, it's still getting filled up. I'm still doing 2 to 3 a week, and it's only because my wife is only allowing 2 to 3 a week. I don't know what would happen if we opened up even more. So jump on into class. Classes, because I know not everyone has that money. So $99, jump on in and get the best education you can, I believe, in all of YouTube. I'm telling you right now, I was well trained by a mentor, 2 mentors who really knew their stuff. My fibs are good, my support and resistance. I'll teach you your every single thing, man. You'll be spot on by the time you're done with me. You'll know your basics, and you'll begin to be able to learn. Shout out to the super chats. We got Earn TA, please. ERN. It's been a long time since I looked at Eternity. Let's take a look at Eternity chain. It's on Coinbase, KuCoin, and Binance. They're everywhere. So it's interesting. I made this kind of giant bullish megaphone for this thing, right? When I last put it out, someone asked about it. We'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So we put it out in this flag. It did pump. How much did it pump? Let's take a look. But we got a gain. I mean, it didn't get stopped out. 19% gains out of that when, I think it was a super chat or someone asked me about this. It's coming back down. Let's rework the pattern. Let's take a look at what's happening. Thank you so much for the super chat. May God bless you and yours. Every super chat helps the channel. I buy new equipment. I'm going to get a new mixer, actually. Rodecaster, the second version, $600. I'm going to buy that soon. And then I'll use this one as my travel mixer. It'll be awesome, right? But yeah, I want to get that new Rode mixer. The studio's expensive, Studios cost 50 to 100 grand, getting all the right bells and whistles in them and everything you need to be comfortable. Lighting, cameras, lenses, wiring, props, behind the scenes, multiple cameras, settings, teleprompters. The list just goes on. And the more professional you get, the more expensive the set becomes, right? And it just, so that's something that I'm always doing, always adding to the studio, always growing, always making it a little different, always adding. I had 3 monitors, then 5 monitors, then 6 monitors. Always growing. So we're watching this. I mean, I like what I'm seeing here. A little bit of we'll get rid of this ugly mess here. That cup and handle did break out, though. That was a cup and handy. Savvy cup and handy to the upside. See? There was a cup with a handle. It blasted. That cup and handle blasted. 195 to 231. Eternity. Now it's in a bit of a cup and handle, too. This is like a bigger cup. This could be considered a handle here. So Eternity, ERN, in a bit of a cup and handle, doing its thing. Does it make a move to the upside? That is the question. And when? That's what everybody wants to know. I got to be the magician here. Now, it's got a point of control that it's likely to move. It's tight with the moving averages, which is a good sign. And it's resetting on the daily. You want to see that daily kind of twist. You don't want to lose the zone. You lose the zone, you're dropping down to here probably. So you want to stay above 229. If you can stay above 229, this thing can make some bacon on the beach. Let's watch this 4-hour just like Bitcoin. It's dumping down it's just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's in the same channel. Look how it's following Bitcoin. Bitcoin's in the same channel. Does it come down and get a bounce here and then make a move on out? We look for the divergence in this area. Okay. But you're getting close to the entry, I believe, for Eternity, and it could make a pretty big, nice move. I think it's a small unknown coin. It's NFT. I get it. It could be big. I just think there's going to be something. I believe this play will play out, but I think there's going to be better plays throughout the week. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. We had the token metrics data come in. I have token metrics. I pay for it, and I share it with you. You join my trading group. You have access to all my token metrics data. Jump on it today. So you save so much money for $3 a day. You get access to like hundreds of dollars. You get so much information to get you where you need to go. I've done the math. I've looked at all the different services people give. And I'm telling you, and I'm going to continue to buy more services and add them to your service. So as we continue to grow, I'm just going to make your and every single day someone joins my trading group, takes the trading class. Then they go into the trading group. So the trading group is full of educated people. So what happens is every day there's more people that are more educated in the trading group. So your dollar value goes up every single time I teach that class because there's another person now who can show you a chart, who can help you understand, who can push you to the next limit. Okay? So, I just want to reiterate how beautiful that is. All right? So we went over the shorts. The shorts look like they could play out on the 4-hour time frame. There's a chance they may. I'd wait for the 1 hour to cool off first, personally, before I jumped in, but they could get pinned. So like we said before, if you're fiending for the short, I am personally not. But if you feel like you have to make money both ways today and there's just no other way and this is just what you have to do, then the short looks like it could break out on the 4-hour time frame. High probability, but you never know. You got to fit it into your risk management profile. It's got to make sense to you, right? You do have an inverted head and shoulder here. You have an ascending triangle. You have a bit of a cup with a handle. You have a falling wedge that broke to the upside. You have momentum on the stochastics. You have lack of bearish momentum. I mean, you have this is starting to kind of paint a picture, and you're about to get above a point of control. Starting to paint a bit of a picture here that you could get this move to the upside. So, smart thing is you open up the short as insurance. Not a lot of risk here, right? Risk is right there at 6%. And if it goes up, it goes up. If not, you're covered. You know what I mean? You're covered. So, it is what it is. That's what I'm looking at today, you know? One thing I would look at is I look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour is overcooked right now, right? I don't personally like to open when the 1 hour is cooked, but it could be a pin situation where the 1 hour stays up here, just like Bitcoin's 1 hour stays low, and this does continue to pump, okay? And what's going to tell us is this 1 minute for Bitcoin. Let's get back into that smaller time frame we were on. Looks like we're continuing to dump, though, you know? So I don't see why we won't make it back to the bottom of the channel. And me personally, I think it's highly likely we make it back down here. Then we lose the VRVP, and then we make it down here. So short does look highly likely to play out, but I can't tell you what's going to happen. I don't know. I wish I did. I wish I knew exactly what was going to happen. Boom, right? I am showing you the possible pathways to make money. This short looks like it could pay you 18% gains, somewhere between 5 and 18, depending. And this covers you if Bitcoin takes a dump to the downside. All right. Me, I'm pulling out capital, looking at the market, and just looking to load up on the next hot alt. So that's kind of my plan, and I could be wrong, but that's my plan. That was a smart idea you did there. I like what you did. Mana 3S, I mean, it's at the bottom of the trend line. Wants to bounce, right? You're in kind of this zone here. You're right at a previous resistance. Support becomes resistance. You're right there. You're overbought on the 1 hour time frame. Again, I mean, kind of made the rising wedge that broke out too. It's interesting. It's all about Bitcoin. If Bitcoin takes the dump, I mean, all these look good on the 4 hour time frame. So if you forget it, what I tell some people is forget about the 1 hour. Just trade the 4 hour with a proper stop loss. Like there's nothing, you know. I have two different ways to trade. One way is to look at the 4 hour, the daily, and then pinpoint the 1 hour, set alerts, and make sure everything gets oversold and nail it. Another thing is just to enter the trade and let it play out. You know what I mean? Just let it play out. It is what it is. So that's another idea that you have. I mean, nasty dump down there. That's bearish engulfer, you know. But you're out of resistance. You want to close a candle above resistance. You can look for the 7 or the 5 to get above and make a retest. Be the safest idea. Oh, so right now the 7 minute is above the resistance. See that? What is this? Like slapjack music? Like what is that? Like I want some nice deep house and they give me this like this is weird. Like what is that? That's cool. I like this. This is the type of music I like. I'm not looking for anything else. I mean, you're looking for some type of flag on these smaller time frames, right? Smaller time frames are going to tell us what to do. They lead us to the special sauce. So we had the Coinbase USDT chart, and I had the BTC, the Coinbase USD chart, right? This is where we are. And look, we just hit the target, nailed it, called it for those levered traders that like to trade that, you know, it was likely going to dump. Right, it was a bear flag. Went even further to the next. Okay, all the way to it would hit the target that I put out of the rise of the falling wedge. See this? Nailed it. We hit 22,750. All right. So now this is going to continue. I mean, this is until we get some type of pattern. I mean, this is just free fall. Unless we get a V-shaped recovery here, which could happen. Wow, we got no pattern. I got to go to the 5-second chart to make a pattern. Pretty fast dump. And this could keep going. Now there's a bounce there slightly. Huh. And so all you can do is watch smaller time frames until they eventually give us a reversal pattern. Show signs of life. I mean, this looks like we're going to go to 22,500 in my humble opinion. I mean, 21.5. But we'll take it one step at a time. Every 5 to 6 hours, we'll update you. All right. I showed you the short of the 4 hour time frame. The 1 hour is pretty beat. You know, suggests that we could get a bounce here, but we'll see. These are bearish engulfers at this point. Bearish engulfing, bearish. I mean, these are nasty candles. So And let's go to our one last big daily chart that I had going on. And just, deep breaths, everybody. Deep breaths. Don't get too emotional over red candles. All right? But we're coming down. And it kind of sucks. We negate everything that we made yesterday. I can't stand that. When you pump and then you just dump the next day, it's just like, come on. You get excited about a bullish engulfer and then you get a bearish engulfing candle right after it. Insanity, right? Only in Bitcoin land. But here we go. Now we're breaching this trend, which is a good sign. It says that we're going to end up here at the bottom of the pattern. And we'll go from there, everybody. Looks like that short may play out. 4-hour pin in it. And don't forget the head and shoulder. Don't forget it. Keep that on your radar. All right. All right, let's take a look at the super chats. Let's take a look at the DXY. DXY pumping hard. Let's take a look. So we kind of had in this rising wedge yesterday. We wanted it to break to the downside to the target. It did. Look at that. It dumped to the target. Look at that. Got rejected by my resistance point, my green zone, and we dropped down. All right. Good little pump for Bitcoin. Now we're kind of struggling, but we're overbought on the 1 hour and below resistance. Tells me that we're going to bearishly retest this to the downside. Kind of a Bart Simpson. See it? So the dollar index looks to take a dump here on the 1 hour time frame. Probably wants to pump on the 4 hour though compared to the rest of the market. Yeah, see? So here, we flip this into a flag. And previous resistance becomes new support. The 21 crossed the 200 SMA. It's not a good sign. You're back above the 200 SMA on the DXY. You don't want to get back above the 200 SMA on the DXY. And this could pump us all the way back up here, and this could be a dump for Bitcoin. So caution, caution, caution for sure, because that's Bitcoin dumping as the dollar index pumps hard. So I would watch this closely. We want this level to break. We want to see this 1 hour continue to drop on us. We want to make sure that we don't get back above this level. We want to see 1 hour resistance hold. And we want to begin to break to the downside here. However, what's interesting is the 1 hour could break you down. You ended up at the bottom of the pattern here on the DXY, and then you could still pump out on the, So even if we do get a quick dump and a relief rally for Bitcoin, we could still get a nasty 4 hour pump here on the dollar index. So I'm watching this closely. This is some signs that we have to pay attention to. The bearish divergence did play out so far, but it's being held by this support zone. So you have support at 102.95 for Bitcoin. All right. I mean, for the dollar index. We go over cryptocurrency, the dollar index, S&P futures, and more every single day. If you trade the markets, you're going to want to come here every single morning. We're going to break down the markets. We may trade cryptocurrency, but every market really breaks it down for you. And there's the squeeze, baby. There's the long squeeze. They're banging on them. Banging on them. Still more red down here, pulling us lower too. And there's Bitcoin losing the trend line, dropping that 4 hour time frame is pinning the daily. And look, there we just hit the measured move of the 5 second chart. See that? And I'm just going to keep taking it until we get, now we got to just keep playing this until we get a reversal pattern on a smaller time frame. That's just how it works. You got to get some type of V-shaped recovery. We got to get some type of inverted head and shoulders, some type of double bottom, or this will just continue. That's it. It'll just continue. Now you have this beginning to dump if you don't break down. If you don't break to the upside. And there we go. We hit the bottom of the pattern. See, pattern trading 101, 1, 2, tap, 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 right? Once you figure out the pattern, you'll know where you're going to go. All right. And the VRVP has been lost. We're entering into the gap zone. We could stay in here. I've seen these. They're like cleats. I've seen these kind of hold price action. So it doesn't mean it's over for now. We got to lose that last node right there. But, That gap, I mean, if there's a high probability we drop down to 20,800. High probability. And we could even get a wick down at 18,008. If you get 18.8, I mean, that's going to be amazing, right? But we'll see. We'll go from there. We will go from there. The daily looks amazing, so I'm just waiting on this 4 hour to play out. Once this 4 hour plays out, I'm going to be looking for the next entry move. This could actually any moment begin to bend. I really want to see if it respects this trend line right here. There's a chance that we get a really nice bounce off the trend line, and we just go back to the top of the pattern again. And we do this, and then we get our breakout. So it's not all bad right now. We're just going to keep watching the smaller time frame, though. There's nothing else you can do. Okay, look, we finally got a bit of a recovery there. See that? We've been waiting on this. We finally got a bounce back up. Now what we can do is slightly shoulder, head, can we right shoulder? And then we got above, see, that was your next resistance. We got back above 22,750. All right. Once they get far apart, they usually like to pump back to the SMA. This is how you figure out where price action is going to go when you're in a sticky situation. All right. If you're in a sticky situation, you're not sure what's going to happen, and you can't figure it out. Right. So I use my, and this is, I have my real-time pattern recognizer, I guess. I don't know what you call it, but I don't know if there's even a name for a freak like me, but I'm a freak. I'm definitely a mind freak. I don't know what the heck is going on in my brain. Woo. Scared me too. 22,850 is our next big resistance we have to achieve to get back above. And now look at the V-shape. Look what they're doing to this. Look what they're doing to the leverage traders now. They're just rocking them the next way. So insane. That's why I do not leverage trade. You're one of these people. You lost all your money. 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 And you lost all your money. But I'm sitting on all the Bitcoins that I bought years ago still. Because I don't leverage trade. Right? You know what I mean? So now we got a bit of an inverted head and shoulder that could possibly get us back to the upside here. You can see how things start to kind of pan out a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. Before, we were just getting straight dumpage. This is the first pump back we got in a while, right? Doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but it just, you know. All right, let's get back into the Super Chats. Let's have some fun. Super Chats, GRT. All right, but hey, when Bitcoin dumps, we got to pay attention, right? So we got the dollar index locked in for you. Looks like the 1 hour is going to pull back. We'd like to see it continue to pull back. It could make a flag, and the 4 hour could pump on us. So we got the dollar index for you right here. Could pull back. We're looking for the 1 hour to bounce back to the bottom of the channel here. Then we're looking for the 4 hour to possibly take over and get a pump. We do not want to see it get back above 103. We'd like to get a double top here on the 4 hour. All right. We'll keep you in tune with this. I'll keep you update to that. We'll be back in action checking that. So we know where the dollar index is. Shout out to the 926 people on the live. 516 likes. Let's go, baby! Sorry, I just feel motivated today. Let's take a big... I feel motivated every day. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Dang, it tastes so good to be alive. Doesn't it? Shout out to the 333 views. Look at that, 33. The 33 even, baby. You people are amazing. May God bless each and every one of you for everything you do for the channel and the love. Definitely Jordan all day long. Jordan, I retweeted, baby. All right, post your pics here. We got more here. So there's one. That's funny, man. You're funny. I love you. I know who that is. That's got to be PS5 Gaming. Yep, I knew it was you. You always show me in some cool, like, Dubai-shaped place. The Legend Sam Price and Snowy at the World Atlantis, Dubai. Because you both deserve to be on the biggest scale the world has to offer. We are the crypto and the blockchain-friendly adaptive city. With you, brother, I live another day of greatness. And we got people all around the world. There's a good one. I'm on the road away from my computer, but I still made time to find this glorious, majestic pic of you both. You're the man, Sammy. Wish I could get to my laptop. Dude, he still did it. That's a good one, too. The bird hitting me. Oh, this is hilarious. This is funny. But why did you make me look like I don't have hands? Why do I look like... It's pretty good, though. That's pretty good too. This is... What is this? What is that? Shale 1? I don't know, man. So, I used to have a bird on my shoulder called Snowy during the live every once in a while. I asked the best picture of the bird gets $100 at BTC. Should have been a better tweet because not everyone can involve themselves in that tweet. So, you can even write something nice. How's that? You can write something nice. Everyone, jump in. You don't have to just write a picture. You can write something nice. I want everyone to be involved. So, that's funny. Dementia Joe. That's insane. I can't believe that's what's going on right now. 10,800 followers on Twitter. Thank you so much as we keep getting 100 followers on Twitter every couple of days. Did you buy enough Bitcoin below 20K? I'm happy. I could always have gotten more, but I'm happy. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. All right. Could have bought more, but I'm happy with what I have. If we get back below 15K, I'll buy more. If not, I'll just keep trading and stacking. Never have enough. Agreed. Can never have enough. Agreed. Bought a half at 19K. Was able to get my whole coin to hodl forever. Hey, you did what you had to do. You got your 1 BTC, baby. 1 Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody following me on Twitter. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Zombie Joe. The bots got a hold of the challenge. Sam Cup on the Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, it's a cup and handle there, right? The last time we had it, remember we actually found the reversal on the 32nd with a cup and handle. We did. Could it do it again? Could we be that lucky again? Could it be the cup and handle that sends us to our, that gets us out of the zone? Hey, it finds bottoms when you're dumping the other way. It leads you to the next zone. A cup and handle really is the first higher low in a downtrend. You see this? You get that? It actually resembles more than you realize. First higher low in a downtrend, the cup and handle. Lifer just started trading a couple months ago. And I for sure can say being in your trading group is awesome tool to have. Can you check ApeCoin? God bless you for the $4.99. Shout out to Louis Sache. God bless you. We'll take a look at ApeCoin. All the random images of Snowy have me dying. So funny, right? So funny, man. Hey, as long as I can entertain you, you know, as long as I can entertain you, that's the plan. All right. We did wake up to gains today, so hey. All right, let's take a look. What are the super chats, everybody? We have super chats coming on in. I haven't seen like an organized super chat area in a second here. Shout out to Dustin Cava every single Wednesday. God bless you, Dustin. Never missing. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thanks for looking at Mano3S. You're the man. Look, he gave me the money after the fact. Hey, God bless you, Joshua Jelowick. You deserve it, man. Thank you for coming through every single day. Shout out to everyone here, man. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at GRT and ApeCoin. Why didn't I ask for it? My man Dustin did it. You're the best, man. You're awesome, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Crypto Grady. Grady! My man! Shout out to Crypto Grady, brother. You got the energy just like I do, brother. God bless you. Look at this cup and handle busting to the upside. Look at it. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Did we find the V-shaped recovery? We finally figured out where Bitcoin's going to stop by looking at the smaller time frames and finding out where it stops. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. It does have a measured move. Amazing. I'm always amazed. But we got to get above this resistance now. Look. We got to get above this local tiny 30-second resistance. 22,800 to remain. We got to get back above there. But so far, the pain has stopped so far. At least, like, it was free fall for literally, like... We finally are slowing down a little bit here. Putting a little bit of blood clotting on the bleeding. Right? Stitching up some of the wound here. But it's not over yet. We'll see what happens. One thing I'll show you now. This could be another bear flag. See this? And this will take us down again. It's actually kind of a symmetrical triangle. Looks like it could go either way. 30-second, right? Green candle bottom, baby. Alice, please. Let's take a look at GRT. Alice. Dude, Alice. I put out Alice a while back. Let's take a look at Alice. ES1, right? If I can just slide in ES1 before I jump back. So ES1, we showed you, correlated to Bitcoin, most likely. A lot. Very similar. One day they will decouple, but so far they've been kind of moving together. Up, down, down, up, down, up. You got this funky channel. Came back to the top of it. Came back to the low here. You're doing okay. Honestly, I'll show you something else that my mind just drew. I love my mind draws patterns before I see them. So look, the 1 hour is bouncing here off the bottom of the trend line on the 1 hour, very oversold. If this gets a bounce, it's going to be a pretty good sign, right? So look at this. You can do this, and you can grab this, and look, you got yourself a bull pennant here with this measured move of the S&P futures. So crucial that we hold this zone. Is the S&P getting crushed on the 4 hour time frame? Let's take a look. It probably is. It is. It's just getting started too. That kind of sucks. That could pin us. So what we need is we need a soft landing for the 4 hour. We need the 4 hour to kind of slowly bend here, chew up, and then boom out. But it looks like we could be getting some type of kind of like twisted M here that could break us down to this point of control. The green line point of control is my big area. Once we get there, it's going to be some trouble for the rest of the markets. We don't want to see that. See this green zone? We don't want to break back below my green zone. Resistance, resistance. We got above this big resistance too. Could it be an elongated bull trap? I guess. But right now, I mean, I like what we're seeing. We just got to hold this trend line. And 4,000 and this trend line have to hold for the S&P. So it's going to be a big day. This is a big day Wednesday because tomorrow we're going to find out kind of where we stand. We get a reversal here, we're going to be okay. This starts to drop, you know, we're going to see some trouble into the end of the week. So watching the S&P hold the zone is very, very important. I want to see if it can hold this trend line. The 1 hour suggests that it can. It's like, you know, we need the 1 hour to save us right here. BOOKMAP getting squeezed again on the short side. 80,000 liquidations, 65,000 liquidations, back to 22,850. Massive bump up back on BTC here. My cup and handle is about to hit the target. Look at that. My cup and handle. You could have played this cup and handle on the 30-second chart for gains. Cup and handle is about to hit that target. Unbelievable how this works out, right? We found the cup and handle. It played out. Unbelievable. Is an inverted head and shoulder 2 and away. Unbelievable. And we got above that resistance. First time we broke a resistance that we had been forming in like a half an hour to an hour. So it's a good sign so far. Not amazing, but, you know, pretty cool how we hit the Sammy cup and handy to the upside on the 30-second chart. Unbelievable. Insanity. Insanity. This is why you don't FOMO L and G's. What's the price for Bitcoin when the pump is... I mean, look at this cup and handle hitting the target. Look at this. Look at that. Cup, handle. We had it, right? Had I not known how to draw these shapes and understood how they work, there's no way I would have known how this was going to play out. How did I see this before it happened? On the 30-second chart. I could teach you this. Join my trading group. It'll blow your mind. You want this skill. You want to be able to just whip out a chart, just out of nowhere, start drawing, and you want to be able to find the gains. All right? You want this skill. Trust me. You'll love having this skill. You'll feel amazing. You'll be able to, dude, you'll be able to impress family and friends all the time. You'll be like, look, I'll tell you where something's going to do. Boom. You know, shout out to the 926 people on the live, 581. Can we get to 1,000 people on the live? Can we get to 1,000 people on the live stream, baby? Can we do it? I think we can. I believe we can. I know we can. Unbelievable live stream, one of our biggest ever on the channel. You guys are experiencing major growth here. We've been blasting through the entire bear market. Unbelievable. And we just hit the cup and handle. If you are a leverage trader, you might love watching my channel. I don't like leverage trading, but the leverage traders love watching my channel. They're like, dude, I just made 100x on that one move. I just made 100x on that 0.5% gain. We get there by sticking to the winning formula. Shout out to my man, Jamie. Jamie, baby, Jamie. Yeah, it's crazy. I feel telepathic when it happens. I think your symmetrical triangle broke to the upside now, too. So far, right? It was all about the cup and handle, though. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Like, and always humble me. Like, pray that I stay humble no matter what. That's my number one prayer, man. I ask God, I say, God, humble me. If I get to 100,000 subscribers, humble me. I get to 1 million subscribers, humble me. Keep me keeping myself, like, just realizing that it's not, you know, just it's all about the love. It's all about being together. It's all about the family. And staying true to what got us here in the first place, right? Which is just being real, being honest, and just going over the charts every single day and kicking it, you know? Unbelievable. Shout out to everybody here on the live. And this is starting to pump now nicely. We got our recovery so far. Let's go back to my other chart here. So ES1, we want to see a bump too. So we kind of know what we're looking for here. And that's a bull pennant. That could end up making a nice bull pennant to the upside. Could create really good entries for all these little little coins. All coins could start to pop. I gotta I sneeze hard. I get like goosebumps when I sneeze. What's up with the goosebumps when you sneeze? Everyone else get goosebumps when you sneeze? What's up with that? You know what I mean? Yeah, do you get goosebumps when you sneeze? What's up with that? Like, what is up with that? I want to know. I just got goosebumps when I sneeze, and I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it, you know? Funny, not dead yet, ABC. So funny. Like, Dr. Jill, bro, this is like a comedy skit, man. It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. On our way to 11,000 followers on Twitter. Thank you so much for the love. And you can see why people come to the channel. They learn things that you never, like, look what we did here. We were able to kind of find out where we were going to bounce from and get the bounce, hopefully. No guarantees. This could turn right back around and take a huge dump. I just want you to understand that. No guarantees. But look at the book map, getting the short squeeze now. Now you're liquidated. And look, this wants to bring us all the way back to 23,200. It says, hey, that's our next big zone. Like, that's our next big order, 929 Bitcoins. I wouldn't be surprised if we're right back to 23,200 in 2 seconds. I mean, this was just a cash grab, making people think we were going to dump, and we didn't. All the major cities now have digital wallets to buy Bitcoin with local currencies. This pandemic has helped us to realize the importance of Bitcoin for the future. Trillions of people will buy Bitcoin. Dude, trillions of people will, look what he just said. I got goosebumps. Trillions of people will buy Bitcoin. Trillions of people will buy Bitcoin. Trillions of people. We don't have trillions of people in the world. Wait a second. We don't have a trillion people. Trillions of alien races will buy Bitcoin all around the universe. Like Hero making a nice little flag here on the 1 hour time frame. This pullback is just creating flags, in my opinion. Stay focused. Don't get emotional. When I was a young trader, Bitcoin would fumble and I would get emotional and I'd just like run out of all my trades and all that nonsense. And it would just ruin everything. Now I don't do that. You know what I mean? And I just stick to my trades. I keep my stop losses. I keep my take profits. I stick to my trades. It looks like we're going to get back to 23,000. You know, the heat map in the book map is corroborating a story. Pretty insane. The 1 hour could take us back. I mean, the 1 hour is extremely oversold. It was only a matter of time till it could start to make a move back to the upside. So let's take a look at Ape, Alice, GRT, and Aptos. Wow, the triple eights, the triple A's. Let's look at GRT on the super chat. Sorry, I didn't do as many super chats today. Bitcoin was dumping. So I had to be in, I was exercising my brain at that moment in time. I was using everything I had, just everything. So I tried to swing this flag last night. It hit the stop loss, 7% loss. Oh no, we lost a trade, everybody. We finally lost a trade. Babe, we lost one. We finally lost one, babe. One of my coins did hit the stop loss. Oh my God, call the news. She said you're fired. He'll forever be famous for that. Like, the one we shall not speak of. You're fired. So, I mean, this just created maybe a lower version of this. You know, yeah, 7%. Hey, saddle back up. You know, there's a chance this continues to pump. However, very oversold in the big time frames. Very oversold. So we were fighting the bigger time frames. We already knew that. So when you try to scalp with a 7, one that 22 says you're beat to the ground, and this was an insane run up. These are going to pull back. People are going to sell off. Like, this was all news rally. Like, people just jumped in here. There should be some type of pullback here. What I do is I put alerts down here on the stochastics, and I just don't even look at it again. What I like to do, delete everything. Pull a Fibonacci from Impulse. Go to the daily, pull a Fibonacci from Impulse. And just know that you're going to get back into the 618 and that you're not touching it until then. If you're this disciplined and and again, you could do this and then you could keep watching the smaller time frames and there may be, we may consolidate quicker or slow. The 4 hour or the 1 hour will tell you something different. But for the most part, I just let the bigger time frames play out and I don't FOMO into the smaller ones. And then that's why I use the bigger time frames to make bacon on the beach. All right. And let's jump on into the news today. We're losing a few people, 863 people, but we still got the news to do. We're not done yet. Let's give you the news. You've been here in the charts with me studying Bitcoin. You missed the news because you spent so much time with me. Let's give you the quick news updates here. What's happening in the market? Let's get you going. Let's get you situated. Let's get you excited. And yeah, I'll be right back after this beautiful news intro, and I'll see you with the news. What's happening with Chili's? We're going to break it down. Be right back. And we are back with the news, everybody. Chili's jumps 13% as Chili's Chains 2.0 goes live. Details. I mean, it has a 2.0 chain. That's a big deal. Chili's, a blockchain provider focused on Web3 sports and entertainment industry, is celebrating its 5th anniversary with a rebranding. And then with a piece of big news, the Genesis block of the new Layer 1 Ethereum virtual machine compatible Chili's blockchain. No. But Chili's 2.0 chain has been validated. Unbelievable. Boom. Block 1 of the Chili's chain 2.0 was produced at 808 UTC on the 8th of February. This is the 8888888 Chili's. This is part of our DNA, the triple, the quadruple, that's 8 8s. Or that's actually 10 8s. 3, 3, 3, and 1. Boom, boom, boom. So CZ price action. We'll take a look at that. A little bit of news. It really was lackluster. We thought it was going to pump at the World Cup. It did not. Didn't give us the love that we wanted to get. We'll take a look at Chili's in a second and break it down. Revolut introduces staking for Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, and Tezos. This is a big deal because Lido DAO's pumping, Rocket Pool's pumping. Anyone that's introduced staking for Ethereum, I believe is going to make bacon on the beach. These are going to be pretty big deals. So write this coin down, Revolut. Now we got some cool little news. Also, Tezos people jumping on in. So this could attract a lot of new users. Revolut has more than 25 million customers globally and is one of Europe's most valued fintech companies. In addition, it's received 33 billion valuation in its most recent investment round in July of 2021. Revolut has dramatically increased the number of digital assets it supports, offering more than 90 tokens today. In 2021, it also permitted the withdrawal of Bitcoin to individual wallets. The CEO, Nikolay Soronsky, stated in November that while cryptocurrency made up 30% to the 35% of the company's overall income in 2021, it accounted for only around 5% in 2020. Interesting. So they are just quickly starting. They went from 5 to 35% in a year. What's going to happen next year? Very, very interesting. We're going to dig this up, see what's going on. Revolut, write it down, keep it on the radar. Contentious Uniswap vote highlights the opaqueness of decentralized governance. A16Z didn't squash a proposal to launch Uniswap on the Binance BNB chain, but that doesn't mean it couldn't have. When Anderson Horowitz invested in decentralized crypto exchange Uniswap, it earned a massive trove of projects, Uni tokens, crypto assets that double as votes in the exchange decentralized the autonomous organization, a DAO. The venture capital for an organization of these tokens, ownership of these tokens, and the votes it controls are suddenly at the center of a crypto debate over how decentralized Uniswap really is. On Twitter and elsewhere, some industry observers and stakeholders in the project are asking whether there's a potential conflict of interest given A16Z's stake in multiple projects that benefit from a business relationship with Uniswap. Last week in a community pool that was viewed as crucial in a cutthroat race between crypto infrastructure platforms, Uniswap, and a selected crypto bridge called Wormhole as a key part of its infrastructure for a planned expansion to Binance BNB blockchain. Imagine if you could wormhole from Uniswap to Binance BNB. My thing is BNB doesn't need Uniswap. Uniswap needs BNB. BNB is going to do better, going to produce more gains, and more people are going to be able to interact with it and pay less. It has an edge on BNB. And look, we're about to hit 23,000 again. If I told you we were back at 23K, you would not believe me. But if I showed you the charts and I showed you the news, you might have. So remember, a pullback day. It happened. We ran up for the last 7 days up. It was money. There was going to be a bit of a pullback. It's time to get our ducks in a row, take a look at what's happening, and see if there's any good gems that we want to jump into right now. So let's go back into our 1 minute, 30-second chart here. I'll delete this soon, right? It won't, but boom. I mean, we called it. We called this reversal for Bitcoin. We were able to find the spot when we would eventually reverse. We had a Sammy cup and handy to the upside, which did hit the target here. And now we're continuing to our next area of resistance, which is the 200 SMA on the 30-second, the 1-minute chart, and that's going to be 22. That's going to be 23K yet again. Unbelievable move. Do we just bearishly retest? There's a chance that this is just a shake-up breakout, but we'll see. We'll keep you up to date in the trading group for the next, next few hours. So, yeah, that's where we stand, everybody. Super chats, Ape, Alice, and Aptos. Let's take a look at Ape. And usually we do tons of super chats, like hundreds of them. Today was kind of a Bitcoin heavy day, all right? So a lot of these coins got a dip with Bitcoin, but that doesn't mean it's over for them. It means it's these Bitcoin dip. Many times in my life, I've been watching a coin. Bitcoin's had a, kind of a move, and then it's created a nice entry for the coin. So Aptos, to me, is still in this nice bull pennant. Still consolidating beautifully. Nothing has really changed. The coin is hot. It's just been cooling off for a while. It had a really hot move. I mean, it's funny. This looks a lot like AGIX. It came up and made this slight thing, and then it kind of eventually made a really, really nice bull pennant for a pump to the upside. Aptos could get to $7. Sorry, this is ApeCoin. I'm so sorry. ApeCoin could get to $7. Forgive me, please. I thought I was on Aptos. They look very similar. I think Aptos is more of a falling wedge now, though, than a pennant. Look at ApeCoin. Shoulder, head. Do you make a right shoulder here? So project the right shoulder, I believe, is a good idea. All right. What is this music? Like, what the? This one's all right. There you go. So look, you want to project the right shoulder in here. And if it comes in and makes that right shoulder, that's going to be a really nice entry for ApeCoin. So watching Ape, probably everything is overbought on the 4-hour time frame. That's kind of what's got us a little but it doesn't mean we can't consolidate in the zone. So, I'm looking for this possible shoulder to play out here. And this is what I do. I'm always projecting. I want price action to fill and if it doesn't fill my projection, I walk away. I can do 10 of these and only take the one that fills my projection. You get it? It's like chess, man. I know where the guy could go. I make 10 different ideas, but I only go after he makes the move. Then I make the move. That's how trading is. You set up for what you believe will happen, and then you trade that process if you get what you were looking for. If I get that right shoulder, there's going to be a high probability this trade's going to play out. Agreed? All right. So we're going to project the right shoulder here and see what happens. All right. And I'm out of here in about 5 minutes, everybody. I'm out of here in 5 minutes. Okay, let's take a look at Aptos. Still on my radar, too, as well. I am out of the trade. See, Aptos is in the falling wedge flag, but I like what I'm seeing for it, right? And it's all about just this 4-hour, make sure that we can kind of curl back up, hold these positions. If I didn't know it's the stochastics and I just traded just the shape alone, not too shabby, right? 22-hour also is ready to rock. So unlike the other ones that have pumped for the last few days, this is like we might want to kind of run back into Aptos now. So Aptos looks beautiful for me. 11% to gain 71. I mean, the 22 looks like you're about to get a blast to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Aptos. Let me pull out pull away this Fibonacci. You could come back down to the 618. So I just have this kind of sitting there. I'll get deleted because it could make a beginner. So it's high risk, high reward here. Actually, we can change these now. I like this now. 16% below that next support zone. You can load up here at the bottom of the channel now, and boom. And let me get rid of the green. That's getting in the way. So now I have an 80% gain, about 74% gain, risking 16, a 4.7 risk to reward ratio. I really like that. Now, if Bitcoin dumps, this is going to dump. You're still got some high risk feels going on. But what I like this is that's a hidden bullish divergence there. Tells me that the trend could continue to the upside. I really like what I'm seeing here for Apt. And we've been kind of slowly watching it. Apt looks like it's getting ready. I'm watching how the 4-hour plays out in conjunction with the 22. Using multiple time frames together to figure out what you're doing. All right? VRA bang, baby. I went over to dinner. I said it's going to pop, baby. Let's take a look at that in a second, too. Alice and Casper. Someone slid in a super chat, huh? Let's take a look at Alice. And shout out to the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 753 people still kicking it with me. May God bless you all. So look at Alice popped. Remember I went over Alice just the other day. I said, watch Alice. Said it's hot. Could be the next one to go. I remember saying something about Alice. I'm going to Google here. Alice. 2-3. Watch Alice in the 4 hour. What did I delete my work? Oh, maybe I'm on the Binance chart or something. I had this Alice in the 4 hour. Maybe I'm on the wrong. Oh, yeah, I'm on the Binance chart. But like, what? I swear I drew it. I swear I did. I know I did. I know I did. I gave them the trade. How could they not know? I know I made the monies. Where is my trade? So, yeah, it dipped a little bit, but that wouldn't have hit a stop loss. I consider that a win there. Alice banged for 17% gains, even lower if you got the bottom of the trend there when I put it out. Let's take a look at how it looked like. Yeah, I put it out right there. So 186 was the entry in my humble of opinions. Okay, up a little high. Dang, way too high. 186, so right there. But bang, still up a 16% gainer for Alice. 22 still pointing up. Not too shabby. 4 hour needs to come back down and reset, right? So look, we'll delete everything. Nice little gainer. Do I put that gain up? Maybe I do. I like putting up the big ones. So you kind of say you were in this, you broke out. Now you're flagging out on the 4 hour time frame. So you want to just see this stay inside a flag. And if you can, and you can respect this previous resistance right here, SR flip that, one of these two areas, yeah, Alice could continue. We just want to wait out on this 4 hour time frame. Put an alert here in the middle. Highly likely the 4 hour doesn't get all the way down with all the excitement, and it just kind of half bends here. And we get a move to the upside for Alice. So I am watching Alice, but I'm watching the projection of this flag. It's up since entry. It's up since entry. So just to be clear, Alice is up since entry. We look at the daily for Alice. Just getting started. The 21's crossing the 200. That's a front run of a golden cross. Usually means a huge move is coming. I would not be surprised if this is the beginning of a DeFi parabolic move. If Bitcoin rips back up, all of DeFi is going to rip and metaverse coins are going to rip. I could see Alice somewhere up at $4 not too long from now. So just keep that in your idea book. And when you get above the 200 SMA on the daily time frame, a lot of times a huge move comes out of that to the upside. So I've seen that play out many, many times. I would not be surprised if Alice made some serious gains to the upside. Why is my wife, what are you doing, babe?
We're here to get you.
Trying to kick me off the stream?
Yeah.
It's just too much, huh?
You have a busy day.
I have a busy, what do I have to do today? Tell everyone what I have to do. Come on in. Tell everyone how busy I am. You look really nice.
No, it's not about that.
Just come on in. They haven't seen you in a long time. They love you. Come on. It's good for business.
I gotta take care of the baby.
It's good for business to say hi to your customers.
I love everybody.
Oh, wow. You just played a lot of people.
I love
Wow. 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 Wouldn't even come on the live. Unbelievable. They said, Lifer, let's go. And then now one guy's crying. A bunch of people are crying now. They're crying. They're like, we didn't get to see her. He said, I'm butthurt. They all went, wow. Ouch. I'm crying. LOL. Boo. Boo. Wow. BB. I'm not making this up. I'm reading the comments. I'm not making it up. You just look really pretty right now. I would like to people to understand how special you are to me in my life, you know? Someone asked about Casper. It's on BitGet. I thought it was also, oh no, Caspa. I mean, this thing made a nice move on the daily time frame. Now it's getting overbought and it's at a resistance here and about there. So you look for the daily to maybe curve down. 22 is a little high too. Yeah, you're looking for this to flag out, right? And you're making this. You got a trend here. Likely to bounce here at the bottom of the trend somewhere. Something like this. I wouldn't touch it right now. Now let's take a look at VRA and then I'm out of here for the day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for jumping on in. Wow, Veracity just kept plowing away. Wicking up, though. Is it still ready to go? We shall see. VRA. Did we get VRA, Sean? Did we get VRA 73% gains? We probably did. Sean never misses anything. My team is just insane. Like, they work so hard. Oh, no. We got to get VRA in there. We got GMX. We got Nord Finance. Thank you, everybody, for being here on a beautiful live stream. Greatly appreciate it. We battled through Bitcoin. We were able to see something. We got back to 22,960. BOOKMAP liquidated everybody in their entire family. It was insane, right? Like, if you were leverage trading, you definitely lost. Like, unless you watched us and you played that cup and handle, I mean, it was insane. All right. Back to BTC, and then we're out of here for the day. My wife just can't believe it. She's like, what is this guy doing? Is he ever going to stop what he does? He's just out of his mind. Cup and handle broke to the upside. Then we broke through another resistance. Now we're flagging out on the 1 hour. It's pretty interesting. It's almost like we're starting that parabola to the upside. I mean, the 1 minute. 1 minute says we could continue. I just want to see us get back above 23,000, and then we'll go from there. Everyone, this was exhilarating. I just used so much energy to get through this stream. I need to take a break. I need to sit. I need to eat. I need to meditate. I need to get my eyes off the screen. I've been working since 7 in the morning. I put in a hard 5 hours before the day actually, once the day is halfway done. And then I work about 14 hours every single day, everyone. Today's going to be another long one. I love you all. I have a one-on-one to do. I have an interview to do. And we got so much coming our way. So we're interviewing Frankie Candles tonight. You're going to see Frankie Candles in the live, baby. Get ready. Get ready. Yeah. Thank you. See, I knew you were on point, man. Sean's the best. Sean, Jamie, my whole team, unbelievable. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel,
Tell them to catch you on
can I get a hug, please?
Tell them to catch you on ATV tonight at 5 p.m.
Again?
Yeah. So let them know. Didn't tell you yet.
I'm going to be on ATB tonight at 5 p.m. I'm going to be on Around the Blockchain tonight. Today at 5 p.m. I'm going to be on Around the Blockchain, so get ready for that too as well. I'll be back on Around the Blockchain, everybody. I just found out right now. Let's go! Come dance, come dance, come dance, come dance! Come dance with me! That music was awesome, huh? It was pretty fitting. Everyone, I'm going to be on Around the Blockchain tonight at 5 p.m. I'll see you all live, baby. And I'm going to be live streaming with Frankie Candles tonight at 8 p.m. We're going to be all over the internet tonight. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You know I love you. Thank you for everything, man. Gratitude to each and every one of you for making this stream unbelievable. I'll catch you on the next live. Peace. Crypto is life. This was the music when you told me.